So this is gonna be part 3 of Guardian Angel. This could be one more part after this. And this is chapter 61 through 101. I didn't want to end it on 100 because 100 is kind of like a cliffhanger. So yeah, let's go. Disappear, of course. What are you doing? You want to die? Please, I have my whole life ahead of me. Antonio? Hey! Come on, hand over the traitor to the boss. Too bad it won't happen, because in fact we have never been here. Bye, losers. And if you're crinkling behind me, it's because my cats are playing behind me. They are very loud. So... Shit, we let him get away. Huh? We overestimated him. He's still here. In my head, the smoke cloud would cover and last longer. Fuck you. The boss is here. You're fried, dude. So fried. More fried than a calzone. Or a panilla. Or a crispilla. Enough with the hassle. I'm getting hungry. Young man, you have some excellent skills, and I think I'll send you to a good place to exploit them. We need someone as good as you. These are the names of the rival clubs and gangs you can purge. 𝚙𝚘𝚒𝚘𝚗, what are you doing? You're making him work for us? What about the money he stole from us? We'll take those back, with interest. Antonio will be your partner. You'll stay by him for as long as you pay your debt. This is where I live. I won't give you a house tour because that's it already. Upstairs, there is my bed, but you'll be sleeping on the couch or the floor, whatever fits you best. The toilet flush is broken. You'll have to use the bucket to flush the water. Now and then the lamp short circuits and catches fire. There too you use the bucket. I can't get rid of it because it's the only source of light I have. The rent is $46, a little high for a couch, but hey, we're in LA. But tell me about how come you're so good at gambling? My mom worked at a casino. Oh, you basically grew up around slot machines. Still, as a child, I didn't care. I wanted to become a great and esteemed magician. Oh, that wasn't a joke? No, well, sure. It really suits you. You're obviously talented. What about you? Were you dreaming of working for the mafia? Oh, please, the mafia is my family. My father is a big deal in New York, but the gangster life was too pressing for me. So I left that circle to start a new life in Los Angeles. I'm going to become a Hollywood star. 𝚙𝚘𝚒𝚗 is not my boss, but just my creditor. We're in the same boat, honey. But once I repay the debt, I will leave the clubs and brothels and just devote myself to my passion. Let's establish some rules in this house. The first one is, mind your own fucking business. Amphetamines. Seriously, are you destroying yourself with that shit? Who's to say that this is the one destroying me and not those old perverts laying their hands on me? Besides, do you really care? Don't talk if you don't know shit. In the present. Okay, There you go. Will he be okay? Of course, my dear. Husker still has his overlord powers. In 3 days, he'll be as good as new, and he'll get his wing intact again. I'd rather worry more about his former earthly partner, how his former earthly partner is doing. You knew about them? A demon always researches before acquiring a new damned soul. Is that why you brought him here? You wanted to bring them together? Please. I knew how obsessed he was with the soul he was bonded to in life. I just wanted to have some fun and see how far he would go. What heck? You're unbelievable. I know the frustration of others after all the most genuine entertainment. That wasn't a compliment. We'll talk about it later. Hey. I can imagine you're still shocked. Remembering your past must not have been pleasant. I know the disappointed look when you find out secrets about someone you thought you knew. I've been there myself. Wanna talk about it? When I got here, I was so angry, confused, heartbroken. I waited for the day when I would see him again, when I would maybe blame him for leaving me, that abyss of loneliness that I filled with whenever shit came my way. But the more the years passed, the more his memory faded, the more my anger turned into longing, and the hatred turned into desire to be loved again, until I met him. I felt so guilty toward that fading memory I had of Henrik, for starting to have feelings for Husk, and now I find out that they've always been the same person. I live with this ideal of an impossible love in my head, knowing that I would never deserve it down here. There was even a point when I believed that who I was looking for ended up in heaven, and that maybe I would have to redeem myself to meet him. I've been waiting for him for years, Charlie. Years. And I was finally starting to get over it. Angel, I was moving on. I really don't know how to feel, what to feel. You can start by telling me what you remember. Tell me about him. Well, his name was Henrik Schuyler. He was a nomad. He was born in Las Vegas and moved to Chicago, but traveled around a lot of cities and used to exploit his gambling skills to swaddle rich millionaires or gangster groups. He ended up a victim of his own hit in Los Angeles, where we met. He was in debt to the mafia, and believe it or not, he ended up living with me and working with me. January of 1946. You're taking forever, as usual. And you're being a pain in the ass, as usual. It's just yet another swaddle. What's the fucking point of wasting all this time for? Isn't it obvious? It's to reduce your targets exactly like you. We worked on behalf of 𝚙𝚘. We used to swaddle and cheat at casinos and clubs attended by criminal organizations and upper middle class VIPs. We played the part of a rich married couple who were apparently naive but frigid strategists. Over the months, everyone got to know us and revere Mr. and Mrs. Myers. We followed a pattern. Henrik played dirty, and I made sure no one noticed him. We won every single time. The shady games didn't just involve poker. We were terribly skilled at everything, a true talent. Without working with him, I began to learn the tricks of the trade myself. We were two shameless fuckers and the boss's favorite because we made big money for him. He would give us a small percentage in return, buy us expensive clothes, and the bigger the swaddle, the more luxuries we could afford. The more the time passed, the more our chemistry grew. Finally, this was the last one. We were beginning to like each other. Now we can enjoy our percentage. Should we finally replace that lamp? To realize that we had always liked each other. Phew, I can't wait to get home and relax. How about relaxing with a drink? No swaddle, just fun, you and me. Are you asking me out, Skylar? Maybe. If we're going back to a public place, then I'll change my clothes and put my wig back on. You don't need to. You look good like this. But Henky, without the wig, I'm not Angelica. Exactly. It ain't Angelica that I'm interested in. But Anthony... That night, for the first time there wasn't us. We toasted and had lots of fun, with no script to follow. We were ourselves. We danced all night long. The tiredness was gone. Everything became dim, slower. The music changed and our gaze with it. From then on, nothing was the same anymore. I don't know if it was the alcohol's fault, but for the first time in my life, I felt free. I was happy, and I didn't care about anything else around me. All I wanted that night was him. Not to meddle in your business. Of course, I'm just the driver, but if word gets out about your strange behavior, Don Ciro won't really be happy. Then he just doesn't have to know. You never saw us today, and you're not even here. Monado e meto, or good night and don't say a word. No drugs, no vices, no other narcotic shit got that night would have gotten me more high than he did. You're already leaving? Did ya already regret this? Anthony, it's okay, we were drunk. Nothing is gonna change between us. Plus, I'm used to it. We screwed up. Let's pretend that... I'm not going anywhere. I don't regret anything. I like you. I really do, okay? And I would screw up like this again and again. And that's how it went. And we did it again and again. August of 1946. A little extra. Damn it, don't look at me like that. I'll never get used to it. Morning, Ragnetto, or little spider. Stop calling me that, or you'll go back on the couch. And stop being so beautiful. Spiders are not beautiful, but you're one of those pretty small, hairy white ones. Fuck off, asshole. You fuck off, you adorable jerk. Is it today that you're gonna have that talk with 𝚙𝚘𝚜𝚒? Exactly. I finally paid off that fucking debt. And, counting also the overtime, now he's the one who owes me money. I'm so excited. What, did I say something wrong? Where are you going? I'm getting ready to. I have an audition today at 3. Is everything okay? Of course, why wouldn't it be? Because you're cold all of a sudden? That's your impression. Anthony, I'm gonna make coffee. Why are you playing dumb? Me? If anything, you're the one who's playing dumb. What? Me? And what is that I'm overlooking? The fact that if you pay off the debt today, you'll leave Los Angeles and me. Anthony, no. After all, if they hadn't caught you, you would have left that evening anyway, right? Of course, you can say that things are different now, but what happened between us shouldn't affect your future. I don't want to be a burden to you. If you have even the slightest chance of getting out of this shit, at least please do it. Not a chance, amore mio. Or my love in Italian. Huh? You want to keep getting used by the mafia like me? I will, but you won't. You'll focus on auditions and getting into the Hollywood Academy, and I'll support your studies with the money I'll earn working for 𝚙𝚘𝚜𝚒. 𝚙𝚊𝚛𝚍𝚒𝚘 𝚐𝚕. Or Henrik, what the fuck are you, stupid? In Italian. Henki, I'm serious. I won't be financially supported by you. Ah, so better let the mafia do it. It's more complicated than that. 𝚙𝚘𝚜𝚒 has always been a middleman used by my father to control me from afar, and he'll never allow me to be or do what I really want. He just gave me the illusion of having a choice. It's quite something if I can perform in clubs. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like that. Look, I'm not going to involve you in my shit. Got it? Case closed. Do you still have this crap after the effort you've put in these months to detox? Give me it now. No fucking way. I won't let you ruin yourself again. I don't want to ruin myself. Just feel better. You're such an asshole. I don't need you to worry about me. You'll feel better without it. As long as I'm in your life, I'll always worry about you. Fine, then get out of my life. Take your money and leave. I don't need you. It's over, okay? Anthony, babe, don't do this. Come on, we can talk about it. No, not now. Please, leave me alone. Pathetic. Look how he's throwing his whole life away for you. Hi, Hirsch. You know I'm trying to film right now. Hey, baby. You don't deserve a guy like him. You don't deserve anything. You'll always be a failure, a weak, a useless, and worthless insect. Shut up! Please, shut. You can't change what you are. Up. You can't expect to be happy. You'd do everyone a favor if you died. Huh? Hi, Antonio. We need to talk. 𝚙𝚘𝚒𝚘 knows everything. I'm sorry. That morning I was beaten, insulted, and humiliated for hours, just because I had decided to love someone and no longer hide under a wig and a mask full of lies. I felt like shit. I had been stabbed in the back by those who I hoped would be on my side. Even my father agreed that those people would punish me. Can we have some fun with him? I deserve it, he said. Bah, do whatever you want. I don't want to know about it. I'm gonna go for a smoke. No, Vincenzo, no, please. 𝚙𝚘𝚒's reputation was more important, even more than his own son's happiness. That was my cat Hershey. She loves to meow like that when I'm trying to film. And, yeah. My thoughts went to Hanky. No. I really wanted to die that night with all my heart. If I had disappeared, at least he would have had a push to escape and save himself. Hi, sorry for coming back so late. It wasn't one of my best days, but I brought you something that will cheer you up. Anthony, what are you doing on the couch? Did the audition go bad? Or are you still upset about... Fuck. Who did it? Who did this to you? Tell me. They beat you up too. They know everything, Hanky. Calgaro had to spill the beans, and Vincenzo was forced to get rid of him. You're hurt. Those men said that if we don't want to end up like him, we must stay in our place. Hey, don't cry. I'm fine. I washed everything off. Well, almost everything. The blood at least went away. I had to wash myself so many times. Let's run away. Huh? You and me. Fuck the mafia, fuck your father, fuck the academy. Achieve your dreams elsewhere. There's only one Hollywood Academy, Hanky. And you only have one life, Anthony. And I'm not going to watch it slip through my fingers. You don't have to protect me. I'll just keep sinking deeper, then I'll sink with you. Why? Why are you doing this? Doing all this for me? Why, you ask? Come with me. Hinky never expresses his feelings with words, but rather with actions. And that night, he did for me something amazing to prove it. Henrik, I said Hanky on Henrik never expresses his feelings. I just like to call him Hanky sometimes. Henrik took me upstairs near the corner of the attic. He took a candle, 2 glasses, some sheets of paper, and scissors. He looked crazy excited, but after all, I loved him for that as well. What do you see? A burning candle? That's right, a source of light. And what can you create with imagination and light? Honey, please, I'm not in the mood for magic. And this one is special. It cherishes and fulfills wishes. That room suddenly turned into a starry sky. And I began to have a chill, a distant memory. You make any wish you want, and I will ensure that it comes true. It's a promise. As a child, I had played this same light show. Last part. To a child visiting Las Vegas with his family on business, a child so fragile and sickly, so afraid of the world and what it could offer him, but with a heart filled with dreams and wonders. He asked the stars to become one of them, to one day be able to perform and be admired. I promised him that he would become one, and that I would be there to admire him myself. Okay, so that was the end of that. Hi again. You here for the last bit? So that was the last part. Well, next part will come out soon, which is going to be the last part, which we're going to finish it off. And so she's still adding on extra parts to it. So once the new parts come out, like enough of them, I will make a new chunk. So we'll end in like more parts. So that's the end of part 3, and bye guys.